Bentley, I'm gonna need your breathing not to be in the video. I'm gonna make you a star.
I'm tired. It's super raw. It's real. It's so real.
So welcome back to Exalt Expo episode number 4. Thank you for watching another episode where I present to you the best collection of innovators and thought leaders. And I have one of the very best, in my opinion, the man, the myth, the legend, Gary Vaynerchuk. So if you don't know who GaryVee is, which I expect you do if you're watching this video, I'll give you the best version of a 30-second rundown that I can of who he is. His family immigrated here when he was very young from Belarus, and he had a family liquor business that when he was a relatively young man, he was handed the keys to, and turned it into a $3 million to a $60 million business in just a short number of years. And him and his brother went on to start Vayner which is a full service advertising production company. And in this video, he's going to talk about working for free. You heard me, working for free.
In our society, pieces of paper from businesses, and that's what colleges are, has been the authority. The only other people that get authority are the people that have gone out and done it and have people co-signing them, right? Makes sense. So the way you're, and this is why I love working for free. When you don't have a piece of paper, right? One of the reasons I love working for free is working for free for somebody who is that person in society, whether they got a piece of paper or they're Puff Daddy and they just did it, becomes the equity that you trade under once you become great at something, right? Andy, who's sitting here right now, every single famous person I see gives him a lot of street cred right away, not because he got a fucking degree for personal branding and marketing for Virginia Tech. What degree did you get?
Political science.
Not because of his fucking bullshit political science degree from Virginia Tech, but because he went and worked underneath me and I went out and did it, and I always give him love and good vibes. The end. It's not Babin's degree from the USC School of fucking Film or NYU.
I dropped out.
You know,
Right.
so what you need to do, is one of two moves if you're not gonna go get a PhD and have everybody comfortable with it. You either need to go work for somebody that is the authority and ask all thousands of people that are authorities and work for them, or you need to give your services for free to 5 couples, crush it for them, and use their word of mouth and endorsements and as your leverage point. The end.
I get it. I know if you hung in there this long, you can hang in there like another 5 minutes. I get it. You heard working for free and you were like, I don't work for free. That's crazy. And if you didn't say that, you were like, I can't work for free. I've got bills. I've got people I'm responsible for. I've got car payments. I've got child support. I've got, we've all got things, including excuses and including choices. And so the message that I want to communicate to you today is maybe just a little bit of how to deal with those choices. And I'm going to share with you a little bit more about Exalt and kind of under the hood of what I'm doing here. So Exalt isn't just me putting out vlogs or me putting out videos based off of what other people have to say or other people are doing. Exalt Expo is very much just me taking a step out on what I believe to be true about starting a business, starting a project in today's world. I think as GaryVee would say, that we are a media company first, and then you are ... If you are a realtor, you are a media company and then realtor. If you are a florist, you are a media company and then a florist, and so on and so forth. If you are a lawyer, you are a media company, then a lawyer, right? In today's day and age, we are all fighting for so much attention, and there are so many different ways that you have to put your brand and your and who you are and what you do out there to bring in as a top of the funnel kind of revenue stream into what you do, right? You are trading on different amounts of currency, which is another fantastic conversation for another time. For the sake of today's video, which I would like to keep short and sweet and present to you in a nice box with a bow on it, is how to work for free. So I'm not going to even really get into a lot of detail about how you start a business for very low overhead and very low cost. That will be a different conversation for another time as well. But right now, Exalt Expo, which you didn't pay for to watch this video, thank you for watching it, by the way, and I didn't have to pay very much of anything either to produce this video other than have a phone, and we're watching it on something that neither of us paid for to sign in. I mean, I guess unless you have YouTube Red, which is a different story. But Exalt has different, it started out as nothing more than an idea, and it's still very much just an idea. There are no services, there are no products that it has. You're not going to go to our Exalt's website and buy a t-shirt or anything of that nature yet. However, there are still certain things that I trade on and currencies that I trade on, like time, like attention, like referrals, word of mouth, and things like that, that can help you create and start a business and take it from a hobby to a business where you are charging clients and where you are generating revenue and generating profit. And until then, you're just a hobby. So right now, you know, I do certain projects where I've posted before where I helped a young woman develop a video for her book as kind of like a promo video. And I did that for 100% free. And the reason why I did that for 100% free is, one, is I'm still developing my authority. I'm developing my authority to charge, right? To place my stake in the market of video editors and production companies and things like that. As many of you are, many of you have passions, many of you have hobbies that you're trying to get going and you're not sure what to charge. It's a question that we all have. And I think a great way to start, as Gary mentioned, is to do it for free. One, because doing it for free does not mean that you're doing it for nothing. Doing it for free gives you lots of authority. It keeps expectations low. And when I say it gives you lots of authority, I know it sounds like it contradicts what I just said, but here's what I mean. Doing something for free gives you authority in the sense of it gives you the flexibility to be vulnerable. It gives you the flexibility to make mistakes. It gives you the flexibility to ask questions that you wouldn't normally feel like you're able to ask. And that vulnerability and those flexibilities, that is power. That gives you lots and lots of authority, and it gives you lots and lots of confidence as well. When I started Exalt, and it was nothing more than an idea, there was a few people who knew what I was doing. And I can remember one particular conversation that I had with a very good friend of mine who found out that I started Exalt before I even had a computer to edit videos on. And she was like, what? I mean, she was face red, hands on her knees, like bent over, like dying laughing. She was like, that's the most Joe Clark thing that I've ever heard. And I remember responding to her saying, like, who told you that you need a computer to start a company editing videos? We all have devices, right, which I'm recording on right now, where we are connected, like in the last video I posted, to literally 1 billion people around the earth through just a handheld device, right, your phone. In today's day and age, right, the amount of excuses that people have is being suffocated by technology, yet we are developing more and more excuses than ever. And I think there is such, mind you, I'm empathetic. I work a full-time job. I have a wife. I've got a family that I take care of. I've got different responsibilities. I've got the same bills and things like that that many of you do. And you have to fight for time. Everything is a grind. Like, there's days that you just don't want to. There's days where you feel like you can't. There's friends that need your attention. There's all kinds of things that take you away from a hobby or a passion that you're trying to grow and nourish and water and feed. But if it's something that you want the most, you'll fight for it. And some of us are just looking for a way or the how to fight for it. And for the sake of today's video, I'm talking about one message, which is one way. There are lots of ways to fight for it, but one way that you can fight for your passion is to do it for free. The most counterintuitive thing that you might think is available is to do it for free. I already talked about the authority that it gives you, but there's a whole nother aspect of working for free, which is the ability that it gives you to develop confidence in what you're doing and develop your skills, and to give you experience and give you a whole nother realm of currency to trade on, which is word of mouth and referrals and working with people who can introduce you to other people and networking, and a whole world of possibilities exists in that place. When you're doing something for free, you have the ability to say like, hey, if you know anybody else that needs this service, that needs this product, please introduce me to them. I'll do it for free for them as well. And you get to draw the line where that stops, right? If you get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 20, 50, 100, 1,000 clients down the road, and you're like, all right, I've developed my brand, I have an authority in this system, in this ecosystem, I have the authority now and the confidence to say, I'm gonna stop doing it for free and now I'm gonna start charging, and people will pay. And right now, Exalt is very much in that place where everything that I do is for free. Everything that I do is motivated by the sense of experience. It's motivated by developing a craft, developing a process, developing and innovating a product and a service that brings value to people, more than just, oh, can I produce you a good video? Sure, anybody can do that. You can do that yourself. Some people don't want to do it themselves, but you can do it yourself. And I think that there's such, again, a freedom in doing something for free. And here's another thing, and here's an important thing, is if you're good enough, you can do it for free. And I know that also sounds counterintuitive, because you would think the people that are the best charge the most, the people that are the worst charge the least. That's true in some cases, but there's also this reverse mentality where the people that are the best also can get away with doing some of the things that bring the most value for free. For example, Gary Vaynerchuk puts tons of content out in the ecosystem for free because he knows that it's not going to exhaust, right? That he's not going to run out. Sometimes you have to take that step of faith. Sometimes you have to step out on that ledge, not to sound too cliche, where you don't know where the next step is going to come from, but that next step will never come unless you take that first one. And it was something that I very much did when I stepped out on Exalt. Now, I'm blessed that I have a full-time job, and working for free does not mean that you're working for nothing. There's so much different things, such a different currency that you can trade off on. And I love how GaryVee put it in this particular video. And I want to encourage you that if there's something, some project, some business, or some hobby that you're working on or that you're passionate about, you don't need money to start it. So that's it. No mas. That's today's video. Do it for free. If you've got a passion, you've got a hobby, and you want to pursue it, one option, not every option, not the only option. One option is to do it for free. And you'll learn some things along the way, and I think they'll be good things. So that's it. That's today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you are motivated and inspired to go do something, to step out and try something that you've never tried. Oh, and actually, that's the other thing, is doing something for free gives you the ability to try things that you wouldn't normally try because you don't feel comfortable charging for it, because you don't even know if you can do it. So doing it for free gives you the freedom and authority to try something that you know that you are not necessarily the best at. And there's the beauty of one day or at one moment, you know, you actually might be the best at it, or you might become very talented at it, and you might just learn some things along the way. So that's it. Now, no mas. I'm done. God bless. And remember, be intentional with your attention.